What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Subpar Unboxing, the series where I unbox things poorly. Today, our good friends over at Play On Americas sent us another retro games console. It is the Intellivision Sprint. Put it up here so you guys can look a little bit. Yeah, so I don't have that much experience with the Intellivision. I have played the original Intellivision many years ago when I was a young lad. My uncle had one. So that's basically the only playtime that I've had with Intellivision in my youth. But being a fan of video game history and researching and exploring all of the old consoles, I do know that Intellivision was part of the second generation of consoles that competed with the Atari 2600. And it was also one of, if not the first consoles to have a 16-bit processor all the way back in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. Of course, when people think about 16-bit processors, you think of like Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis. But yeah, Intellivision, Mattel was kind of doing some things way before its time. So we're going to open it up. We're going to see what it looks like. And then I'm going to test it out. I'm going to play it and then give my thoughts on the Intellivision Sprint. So let's go to the phone cam to open this bad boy up. Welcome. If this is the first time that you're watching a subpar unboxing video, then I'll have you know I'm not really set up for unboxings, and I pride myself on doing these, well, subpar. So I do this with my hand, with one-handed, with my phone cam. And yep, here's the front of the box. We'll get real nice and close here. It's got wireless controllers, which I would expect at this point. Why wouldn't it? Let's flip it over. Please excuse the glare from my light. Journey back to the golden age of gaming. Released to compete with the toy, which I just said before. Released to compete with the Atari 2600. The Intellivision challenged Atari's dominance in living rooms and created a rivalry that became known as the First Console War. Yeah, check it out. It's got exclusive overlays for all 45 games. So it comes with 45 built-in games here. Console, the wireless controllers, and it's got an HDMI cable too. All right, I think that's enough talking. Let's open it up, see what it looks like here. Here we go. Nice, it feels good. Might have to use my other hand to get this out. Nope, here we go. I got it. It's got its own little box within a box. Cool. All right, there's all the cables. All right, so take a look. Take a look. Flip it over. And let's pull one of these out. As you can see, it looks like it's searching. Yep, here's the controller. I didn't realize how big it is. I know it looks like a remote. It's got all these numbers on it. And then this I know you use to move. Pretty cool. Okay, what we got in here? Just some of the quick start manual. And here's another HDMI cord for my collection. What do we think's in here? Some type of a cable, I'm assuming. So these go over the controller. Again, way before its time. So let's say we take Space Spartans. So you put this in here, slide it over, and then there you go, your own controller for Space Spartans. And this tells you kind of what everything does. Again, way before its time, right? I think Intellivision often gets overlooked for things like this. Fire, so that's what the side buttons are. Directions, I'm sure, is this. Yeah. Really, really cool. Okay, so they gave us two of them. You know, one for each controller, basically. So all 45 games are in here. You can go through it. The Tower of Doom one looks pretty cool, actually. How metal does that look? That's awesome. And then you slide these in and play the game. So, all right, I'm gonna get set up and play some Intellivision and then come back with my thoughts. All right, so here it is. Please excuse the clutter. As you can see, I have like a whole sound bar here and a bunch of other stuff. But here it is, set up to the TV. I'm about to turn it on, pull this thing out. Let's do it. Looks like I do have to, shit. Okay, so you do have to sync these, right? So that's what I was trying to do, and then I wound up kicking over a glass of water, and I had to clean that up, so, because I wasn't looking at what I was doing, but it is synced now. So now we can see we've got Astro Smash, we've got Auto Racing, Body Slam. Also, for whatever reason, it looks like it's in Spanish. There we go. Let's go with Tower of Doom. It's funny because I always say that I'm trying to film and do this one hand, and this is a console you can kind of play with one hand. Let's play the dragon, there we go. All right, we're switching it up, Boulder Dash. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, and I'm back, and I played for a couple hours. And the Intellivision is something that, like I said, really before its time when it came out, I always thought that the Intellivision was far superior than the Atari 2600. In having just played it for a little bit and having played the Atari 2600 Plus that came out not too long ago either, the games look better, they sound better, the controls are more responsive. The overlay cards for the controller, I completely forgot that that was a thing until I opened it up, as you can see in my reaction. And they're really cool, and they've got some like pretty cool graphics and artwork on it. The one thing that I guess I'm a little confused about with these newer retro consoles is I know they give you the HDMI hookup to modern televisions, but I wonder if there is a way to hook them up to old like CRT TVs, because I think they really shine there. But I also think that they're doing this because this is more for like the casual gamer who maybe wants to go back and experience some nostalgia with an Intellivision or an Atari 2600 Plus. And they probably don't own a CRT TV. So if you're looking for more of like a game collector, I think they would probably rather the actual console from back in the day rather than this newer one. But I do think it's really cool that we are in this time where a younger generation or people who grew up with an Intellivision or an Atari 2600 are able to buy these consoles with all the games packed in and kind of play these games from their youth again. So I played about 5 games. I actually really enjoyed the pool game. I think it's called Deep Pockets. That game was pretty cool, but I think the best game that I played was Boulder Dash, and I played that for a little bit. It's a fun little puzzle game. So yeah, there you have it. That's the Intellivision Sprint. Huge shout out again to PlayOn of Americas for sending this over to me. And if anyone is interested in the Intellivision Sprint, I will leave a link in my description so you guys can check that out. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, it would mean a great deal to me if you could give it a big thumbs up. And next time on Subpar Unboxing, I'm going to be unboxing another Quarter Arcades machine. This time it is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Quarter Arcades machine. Be sure to check that one out. As always, a huge shout out to the Patreon producers for helping to support the channel. So shout out to Jake Weed, Tanner Trezza, and Pezmage. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully you'll see me on my next video.